Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Uh, it's one of them slow getting going mornings. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Oh, no, like, hey, Rebel Canners. We got Dana B Charming, and Jennifer in chat. It's gonna be a slow morning, it seems. Uh, so I figure let's start off with some your food is a lie. I thought that was interesting. And I watch these things every once in a while. Um, that and they're pretty interesting. So let me go ahead and jump to it and pop this in here while everybody's getting in here. Oops, nope. Want to go over here. There we go.
Everything you eat is a lie. So American cheese is legally not cheese. According to the FDA, it doesn't meet the 50% threshold to be considered cheese, and thus it has to label itself as a cheese product. Similarly, Pringles aren't actually chips because they contain less than 40% potatoes. Baby carrots aren't actually mini carrots. They're normal carrots chopped up and resized. Oranges aren't even orange. Most ripe oranges around the equator are green or yellow, and they use something called ethylene gas to keep up appearances. Double stuffed Oreos don't actually have double the amount of cream, it's more like 1.89. Bottled water, namely Aquafina, is just purified tap water. Nutmeg is known to be a cheery holiday spice, but you can actually hallucinate if you take too much of it. And then lastly, Captain Crunch isn't even a captain. He has 3 stripes on his sleeve, which indicate his rank being a commander. Filthy liar. Everything you eat is a lie. So American cheese is legally not cheese. According to the FDA, it doesn't meet the 50% threshold to be considered cheese, and thus it has to label itself as a cheese product. Similarly, Pringles aren't actually chips because they contain less than 40% potatoes. Baby carrots aren't actually mini carrots.
Well, we went over. Yeah, baby carrots aren't not really baby carrots. There we go. We got honey in here. We got Garuki, Mad Elf. What life? Hey, what? How's it going this morning? D's in here. I think that's about it. Hope everybody's has a good start of the morning. We got quite a bit of news in here today. It's this time. It's the anniversary of Hiroshima, so I thought it interesting that. Dang it! Why does it keep switching back? There we go. Over here. Japanese Prime Minister makes no mention of U.S. on Hiroshima anniversary. That it's kind of odd. I mean, we're the ones that dropped the bomb. You figure they would have mentioned us somewhere in this, but nowhere mentioned in the whole ceremony did. I mean, it's not something to be proud of or anything like that, but you're going to talk about the history of it. You might as well put in the person who did it. You know what I mean? But the fact that, you know, August 6, 1945, American B-29 warplane dropped an atomic bomb over Hiroshima, killing 126,000 people, mostly civilians, and another 80,000 after the bombing. So, yeah, that's probably best not to be known for this, but again, you got to kind of put it in context what it's all about and whatnot. But I found it interesting that yeah, we weren't mentioned at all. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah. Oh yeah. Here's something interesting. And this is supposed to be coming to the United States too. They've tried it out in other countries and whatnot, and yeah, tell me what you think on this one.
So look at this. You're in London, you're on a business trip, you're staying in Greenwich, and you want to buy some food. So you go into the local Aldi's, like this one, and you think, I'm going to go in here and buy some food so that I can feed myself. And then you approach the barrier, and look, you can't even get in the shop without having a QR code to scan here or to scan here, and then you can go in and buy things. Now this looks to me like the beginning stages of the digital prison that we keep talking about. What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think? makes you wonder, doesn't it? How soon is this going to be? How soon is this going to happen? Where you go to get gas, you go to get groceries, you know, whatever the case may be, before you go in to these places, you have to scan an ID. Cats are playing. Really makes you wonder. And I there's going to be, you know, everybody's going to be bringing up the mark and everything like that. We're a bit away from that yet, so got a lot of stuff to happen before that takes place. But yeah, this is in multiple countries that they're testing out before they spring it on United States, because you notice that's how this usually works out, is they test it out in other countries with less pushback, I'll put it that way, and then they gradually work their way up to United States. Here, let's go ahead and talk about the storm. Yeah, Debbie, now tropical storm, soaks northern Florida, moving its way up to Georgia and North Carolinas. Go ahead and show some images here. Flooded streets. I mean, most of the people in Florida are probably used to this. It's like, it's a Tuesday. Let's see if I can make it. There we go. There's some of the images there. Always good to have a canoe in Florida, or a kayak or something. There are some places are really underwater a bit there. Only a little debris. Some apartments a little under the water. Ooh, somebody's not getting their lawn done. Well, that looks like that's it. So, um, with the storm actually heading north now, we'll see a lot of that here in Georgia and, like I said, Carolinas. Hopefully, you know, it dies off. I hate to see that kind of stuff going on. one of the main news things here, if you haven't already heard, and there's a lot of talk that we won't retaliate on this. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but U.S., and this is soldiers, U.S. personnel wounded in attack against base in Iraq. Now, remember I told you a few days ago that Syria airstrip had already been attacked. Now they're going after Iraqi U.S. bases now. Again, there's a lot of talk that there won't be a retaliation because they don't want to get things started in that region with already being targets and everything. That's what is being said out of, Washington. So, what are you guys' thoughts on that one? I do know if Trump was in office right now, we it would already be done. As soon as our soldiers got attacked, it would have already been done. So, yeah, that's what. And again, nobody, as of right now, nobody has died from it. There's a lot of injuries and whatnot, though. So, what I'm thinking is, I'm depending on how Biden reacts to this, because he's going to have the last say in this. Again, if Trump was in office, it would we would be hearing about it already. Um, after this had happened, it would have been hit him now. It had been already in the news, or not in the news. Who knows? But with that, I'll go ahead and talk about some. Let me go ahead and hit refresh and see if there's anything new. There we go. Where did they put that at? Rocket drone sirens go off in northern Israel, Western Galilee, Golan Heights area, and that was 10 minutes ago. Putin asks to limit attacks on Israel. Oh, Putin asked. I'm never going to get this name, so another area to limit attacks on Israel. Where was this other bit here? Yeah, there's still a lot going on over there. Like I said, there is, and they're also having problems with the ultra orthodox writers over there because they don't want to be included in the draft, basically. So they're having to deal with them too, with rockets flying over and stuff like that. Oh. Yeah, I already know there, Jeff. Uh, and that kind of goes in with something else. It was done under real late at night, and going off to his house and stuff like that. And this is just to show you what our vice president or possible vice president, hopefully not. Oof. But this goes to show you his work. And I gotta mute that because yeah, and this is right now. You know, that's before, and this is now. They're still, and I don't blame the businesses from not coming back to these locations. It's ridiculous. I wouldn't. You know, you have somebody that lets all this happen. Yeah, none of these places are here anymore. Oh, thank you, honey. I really appreciate that. And it comes in handy for their cat's food. Especially it's gone up. But yeah, that just goes to show you businesses are not, you know, the ones from the protest, they didn't come back. And that's just a handful of them. There's businesses, you know, that just got looted, I guess you would say, that they just came in and took what they wanted. Those businesses, they never recovered. So many of those businesses through there, they never recovered. And a lot of them didn't get anything for it. You know, you get insurance, woohoo, if you had insurance. Because a lot of people, it was during that time, couldn't afford insurance. And that's the sad part of it. Come on, get up here if you're getting up here. Okay. Now, every once in a while, I like playing something like this. This ain't even in our country, and this is what people in other countries see. Let me go ahead and pop it up here. Don't pay attention to his dress or whatever. I don't know what's going on here or anything, but here we go.
Hi.
What's your favorite part about Donald Trump?
I watched Donald Trump. I've followed Donald Trump for 3-4 years, yeah, because I was curious about what a bad man he was, yeah. And when I looked into it, there's nothing bad about him. The man's a hero, you know, and that's why they hate him, you know, because he loves his country, you know, and he you know, he stands up to the corruption and the just the tyranny, you know.
What's the biggest lie that they do say about Donald Trump?
There's too many to mention. Every day there's a new lie in there. You know, now apparently he didn't even get shot now, you know. Apparently he set it up himself. You know. It's the oldest game in the book. First they try and silence you. If that doesn't work, they try and imprison you. If that doesn't work, they'll kill you. And what have they done with Donald Trump?
They've done all of it. They're trying to get rid of him.
And he's still standing. The man's God. You know.
Yeah, turn around and see your tattoo. He loves Donald Trump so much, he's got him tattooed on his back. Awesome.
Yeah, way over there, and they're still fans of Trump in other countries that see what's going on. More or less because their media doesn't post all the crap, you know. I mean, they can watch our news and everything and see, well, our news are saying that this, and then they go over and watch their news, and it's like, oh, what is all this made up stuff? I thought that was pretty interesting there. Let's go ahead and I don't, and this was part of that whole plan that they did that's supposed to, you know, build back better and everything, that all that trillions of money over the years that they were putting out. Well, here we have US invest 2.2 billion to overhaul national power grid. This was already in that plan. Is this, you know, another 2.2 billion that they're putting into this, or are they talking about what they had already done with the Build Back Better thing that they did? To me, and what they say here is to to beef up security and weather events. There's a lot that needs done, and I don't think 2.2 billion would cover it. Now, if perhaps we had some money that we gave a country to waste all of our military resources, we could have one of the best power grids there was. We could almost have like free power. But we gave our money away. Darn it. So let's just print some more and stick another 2.2 billion in it. Yeah, the upgrades to the grid will add nearly 13 gigawatts. Now, movie buffs, how many gigawatts was it that could send you back in time and the time machine on the DeLorean? Wasn't it 14 point something gigawatts? Something like that. I forget what it was. 1.21. Okay, is that what it was? So we're not quite. I mean, 13 gigawatts. We ought to do pretty good with that. But then again, how much of this money is actually going into that, and how much is going into somebody's pocket? Because you know, there's pockets being filled in with all these deals and everything. And you probably already heard that you know, Bangladesh thing is going on. The prime minister resigns and flees from the country as protesters storm the palace. And yeah, we'll go get a peek at this. It's odd that you see a lot of this going on. And you know what this is? These are people getting sick of their governments. There seems to be a trend going on, doesn't it? You got it over in the UK. People getting sick of the immigrants being able to do what they want and hurt people and do unspeakable things. Venezuela, you got that stuff going on down there. You name it. This is going on all over the place. People are getting sick of, being treated very badly and not having anything to show for it at all. They're literally burning down the city. You know how long it's going to take them to recover for something like that? If they do, woo-wee. But is that what we got coming? And talk about the white substance. You remember the white substance? New details emerge about Biden White House cocaine scandal. There was a partial DNA hit, and Jill tried to make it disappear. So not only will she have, and I really think this lady should be brought up on charges. I mean, anybody else would have been up on charges that allowed, a vice president to be shot. And just because she resigned and everything, it all goes away. No, there should be a deep dive into this, everything that she was involved in, because there was a lot more stuff in this. If she's already trying to make DNA disappear from that mysterious white powder. We all know whose white powder it was. And the fact that this was allowed to go on and there's still no investigation on it into her, there should be charges and, dug into everything that she's been involved with. But it'll never happen. Now, I have to be careful talking about this because my live yesterday got blocked from all countries because you can't show anything that has to do with Olympics. And not only did it get blocked once, it got blocked 7 times. So I don't understand why they have to. If it's blocked the first time, nobody can see it. But why do you have to block it 7 times? So I had to go through there in the first block. I had to erase the first video and then the second video until 7 times. And it just got done this morning. So basically the live I did, unless you were here yesterday there and you wanted to watch it. Yeah. It's back up, but there'll be a lot of missing things in there. But why don't they want people to know what's going on in the Olympics? And it wasn't that I was posting anything bad about them. I was just, the whole people getting sick at the swimming and things like that. I guess that would be bad for their Oh, and there's the guy that beat up the girl. Yeah, I guess there's a reason why they want to block everything that's coming out of the Olympics. And this may be another one, but I'm not going to play any videos of it or anything like that. But Simone Biles calls out reporters for Olympic habit during interviews, saying you guys really need to stop, you know. They ask the same question over and over again. What are you going to do after the Olympics? You know, it's that little thing, just like the Super Bowl. What are you going to do after Super Bowl? And they always say, I'm going to go to Disneyland, you know, because they get paid $1 million for saying they're going to Disneyland. That's what I heard, but who knows? But as you see, she gets Autumn and says, you guys really need to stop asking the athletes what's next after they win a medal at the Olympics. Let us soak up the moment we've worked our whole lives for, she added. And yeah, it's, you know, but they're not going to listen. It's going to be one of those things. It really is. It's and we'll jump from the Olympics to you know, Trump's Civil War. Yeah, let's get into this one. And this is a Democrat Raskin here. Says Congress will stop Trump from taking office even if he's chosen by the voters and creates a civil war conditions. Yeah, so you know, he's already saying that if Trump wins, they're going to stop him from taking office, which I do believe they don't really have much to say about it because Republicans are the majority as far as I know. Again, I'm not going to play the video on this, but and if you haven't noticed, September 18th, Trump will be charged. He can't postpone it until after the election, so we may have a president in prison. I'm pretty sure he's got something up his sleeve or something that he will appeal it and go for a later time or something like that. I don't know. It's Trump. You know, he's got something. He's got something planned, but the fact that there's Democrats up there that don't want him in office at all, and I'm afraid it's going to be like the same thing. The only work that's going to be done is trying to get Trump impeached, and like the last time. I mean, just think if they would have actually worked together and try to do something with the country instead of trying to get out. I mean, I'm surprised Republicans didn't try to get rid of Biden, but I kind of understand why they didn't, because Harris would have been president. So is that why they didn't do anything, or no backbone? I don't know. It's just one of those things. And I thought it would be a good thing to remind people, since we're kind of on the subject of election and stuff like that.
You know, we have to stay woke. Like everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah. You know, we have to stay woke.
We have to stay woke. And she still doesn't know what she's talking about. Have you ever noticed when she has like the whole question, somebody asked, what are you going to do about, you know, the state the United States is in right now, inflation and all this stuff? Well, inflation is bread costs more, gas costs more, and it's hard on the people. We are the people. We know that. You don't have to tell us. What are you going to do about it? She doesn't know. And I think that's the at least Biden can read from a prompter. Well, most of the time. And let's get, and this is you know, everything that happened yesterday with the stock market and everything. This was just right before, I think, a few days before the stock market did its dive, and the unemployment is at all-time high and all this other stuff. And reporter asked Biden, and I'm surprised he got something out, but here you go.
The reason I pulled over you, that's been here so late.
Mr. President, what do you want your legacy for Gen Z to be?
Yeah, secure the economy
What are you going to
and the
do?
environment.
He cured the economy and the environment.
And a few other small things.
And a few other small things. That's what he wants to be remembered for. Whoops, what happened to the stock market and, you know, all that stuff? Uh-oh. I think he's going to be remembered for other things other than, yeah, curing the economy and stuff. But if you watch him here, the first thing he does is like, what are you guys doing up so late? You know?
The reason I pulled over you, that's been here so late.
And does it look like he's really there?
Mr. President, what do you want your legacy for Gen Z to be?
It, you know, that
Yeah, secure the economy
through the economy
What are you going to do?
and the environment.
and the environment. Okay. Yeah. I just leave it at that. And here's another bit of our news. Let me go ahead and pop that up here. And tell me that the media is not all working together and whatnot.
Fox and Headley. Wolf. Balanced journalism.
Yes. For me. Oh, yes. All right. Right.
Today, democracy. Our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
It's extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
I am Fox.
Isn't that kind of scary? That's our media. And most of us don't notice because we only watch a certain one, or, you know, local news and everything. And because there's a lot of people that say, well, I don't watch the mainstream media because of this. Well, these little ones, from your local news to your state ones or whatever, they're all the same thing. It's just they repeat the same things that the other people, you know, repeat and whatnot. It's scary. It really is. And it's like a, you know, there used to be a thing where you'd watch something on TV and then you would get a craving for this ice cream. You'd go get this ice cream, and you go to the grocery store and it played this music that made you want to go get this certain ice cream. And it was that messaging that was hidden in everything. And that's what it kind of seems like, that we're all being programmed to believe this or that. And it's kind of scary. Now, I've seen this a few times now, and the first couple times I thought that this was, you know, another fake video or something. But now I'm seeing a lot more of these, and I don't know if true or not. Or again, you just have to go from there.
I don't know if any of you guys got this in the mail, but I got this today. Selective Service system. I guess, guys, we're going to war. Failure to comply with these requirements is a violation of the Military Selective Service Act. The maximum penalty for a violation of this act is $250,000 fine or 5 years in prison or both. Damn. That's wild. That's wild. They even gave me another one too. I don't know if any of you guys got this.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Although I don't know if that's the thing. 2002. Is this an old video from 2002 or what? I don't know. That might be his birthday. I don't know. Because that's the first thing I looked at right there, is that 2002, which could be his birthday, because that would kind of, you know, be about the time that he would have to go in the draft and whatnot, if that's a thing. And as you can see, it says, trying to get it where it's not blurry, until you reach the age of 26. And that's usually, you know, the time period and whatnot. Again, that's makes you wonder what's going on. And you would think, you know, it would be more out there. There would be more news on it. Again, it's hard to say, because half the news we have to get from other countries. And I thought we would go ahead and play a couple good ones here. And let me see if I get this to pop up here. There we go. Now, this is this little dog here was brought into the pound, and they couldn't, or animal shelter, whatever you want to call them, found out it didn't want to do anything. It was always hovering in the corner. It was very sad, depressed, wouldn't eat or anything. So they figured out what was wrong, and I'll go ahead and play this. Got a mouthy cat in the background.
I'll take care of it. You can make it yellow.
They found out that it was a mama, and the babies had been taken away from her, and she was very depressed. And these people at this animal shelter tracked down her babies and reunited the babies with the mother. And you can see how excited she is. They couldn't get her to eat or anything for days, and then and I'll probably get in trouble with the music, so let me go ahead and mute it. Yeah, I thought it was a good video, and there are a lot of good volunteers that work at these animal shelters and have to deal with some awful things, and you can tell there are some that do care, but that little dogs are really happy now. And with it, I'm gonna go ahead and put another doggy one up here. And I thought this was a cute video here. There we go. This dog likes the super slides, evidently. It's a service dog.
Wow, Charlie, good job! Good job! Yay! Good job! Good job! Good boy, boy. Good boy. You liked it!
Yeah, he really like that.
Wow, Charlie, good job! Good job! Yay! Good job!
Yeah, we need more videos like that instead of all this negative stuff that gets shoved down our throats and whatnot. But I do have one that it's one of those ones that we don't want to see, but it's part of life, I suppose. And I'll go ahead and play it. Let me go ahead and put that up there. Basically, that after the funeral and whatever, this old man comes out, and you know you can kind of tell he's a certain way. And these people are being real nice and respectful and trying to tell him, this is we don't mean to block the road or anything like that, but here, I'll go ahead and play it.
Right here. Well, I am not sorry.
Get in the house.
No, this ain't right.
I tell him to move that car.
I'm gonna call the police. Y'all don't do something. I don't care about all that crap.
Oh, wow.
I don't like you running my neighborhood.
We're not running your neighborhood. I don't know what's wrong.
I live right there. I live here for a good while.
James, well, don't bust me up.
Give me your keys so I can move your car. She say she don't want your car in
No,
the
you block
driveway.
them out. You have to
My
back
car
out.
is not blocking their driveway. They can get out their driveway.
Hey, go get it.
Don't block my driveway.
James. James, you can
Yeah,
help.
the fact that he's not
No,
even
I
blocked.
don't like it.
Don't do that.
Mr. James, if you wanted to bag back, you could and get out, Mr.
I can
James.
call some records to get this shit moved.
James, stop. No, you can't. Come on.
Oh,
it's
that's
on
so
their
mean,
side.
This
Mr.
is
James.
no.
Today is Saturday.
Come here.
You know all that
Move
other
it,
stuff
move
is
it, move
way
it.
back in the
James,
day.
stop.
We ain't going for that shit, James.
I ain't going to.
That's crazy.
This is a neighborhood. It ain't designed for the hood.
James, stop.
You gotta
Stop
stop
it.
saying stuff
His
like
wife
that,
keeps
Mr.
trying to
James.
get him to stop too.
Mr. James being very rude, and we asking him.
How you doing?
No, I don't like that. You running my neighborhood. I don't care what you're doing. I don't believe in this crap. You hear?
Oh, wow.
We just told you it's a repass. So
Yeah, yeah, my face. No, you're going to start some trouble right there. There's trouble.
Oh.
There's trouble right
Dealing
there.
with a family death today, so you see,
I don't care about all that crap. Look at this is not right.
He just talking about game meeting and all that.
Yeah, this is looks like a game.
It's a funeral. We all family. We just left a funeral.
No, you can't talk.
Oh, wow.
Well, sir, he could just, you feel me? Talk to the police.
Now they're going to run me in my house.
We ain't gonna run you in the house, so that's what we trying to do. We just had just died last Sunday, and we just having a family get together. That's all it is.
No, but you don't have to have such a big meeting.
Stop.
I can't even get out of my driveway. My wife cannot back
Okay,
out.
we'll move this car right there. We'll get this car.
And they're being real respectful and everything too. I was like, it could have been so much. It could have been worse, you know. Yeah. Yeah, they could have been, you know, a lot worse. They were being real respectful and everything. Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, like I said, it could have went a whole different way. Yeah, and that's the thing is, you know, you get people get mad at somebody that pulls in front of them and things like that, and you get upset, and you know that's where that road rage comes in. But you don't know what that person dealt with that day or is dealing with that might have got them in a bad mood or something. Sometimes it's just, you know, that's where they say the kill them with kindness type of thing. As long as you try to be as kind as you can, sometimes it helps. Who knows? But that's about all the news I got for today. I mean, there's a lot more. There's a lot going on in the Olympics and stuff, but they don't want me talking about it. It's weird. As soon as I play a video, and it's, you know, good stuff. You know, some of the stuff that I posted was good. You know, the father coming out there to help his son finish the race. I thought that was, you would want that stuff, you know, for the Olympics right now. Same thing with the opposite teammate picking the girl up and taking her to the bench. I thought that was good stuff. It was all blocked. And it was blocked in every country. There's a list of countries that it was blocked, and it was like, you might as well say every country was blocked. But anyways, guys, sorry I didn't do a live last night. It was just so hot, and my computer was overheating, and the only way to cool it down is this. I've got a window unit here. to try to keep it cool, and it's just hot yesterday. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for hanging out, and we will catch you tomorrow morning. Now I'm not sure if Grow Big TV is on tonight or not, so be on the lookout for that. That's a good live. Don't know about 101 if it's today or tomorrow or when he'll be live, so just keep an eye open for that. And we will catch you guys in the next one. And stay dry down there in the south. God bless.